Democracy was shamed and burnt to ashes. Bombs, bullets and burning ballots were the highlights of today's Panchayat polls in West Bengal. 16 incidents of violence reported from several parts of the state and at least 6 lives were lost. Shocking visuals from Mamata Banerjee's West Bengals. There on your screens, ladies and gentlemen. Look at the way workers were attacked. Look at the way all this happened. Poll booths had been attacked and broken down ballot boxes in North Dinajpur. Look at the Cooch Behar shots. Ballot boxes were set on fire. The Raniganj area where bombs were hurled at polling booths, and then take Hatira shots. The Hatira clashes were reported between the BJP and the Congress workers. Again, TMC Minister Rabindranath Ghosh slapped a candidate in Cooch Behar. So who's behind this violence? Joining me live this evening, Roopa Ganguly, Member of Parliament from the Rajya Sabha representing the BJP, and Garga Chatterjee, Professor and columnist, supports the TMC. Going across to Roopa Ganguly first. Roopa Ganguly, we saw all those violence shots coming in from various parts of West Bengal. Roopa Ganguly, the BJP has raised objections to the manner in which these elections were held. Roopa Ganguly, do you think ballot boxes are the option in the absence of EVMs, where every political party has questioned that every EVM is actually a Kamal Dabao button?
See, it is a local election, so it is not been decided by the local election commission, and state also has their terms and conditions. So it is not about whether it's ballot or it is EVM. The more important thing is the way people have been, hurt, wounded, killed. That is the question which has actually hurt the people of Bengal. I don't want to harp on which BJP member died or which Congress died or CPM or TMC. More importantly is they are all from West Bengal. So when the people are dying, then it really hurts. It only shows that the administration do not work here, and people are meant to be killed for years and years
Valid
and years
point.
in West Bengal.
Valid point, Roopa Ganguly. Mr. Garga Chatterjee, if you can hear me, Mr. Garga Chatterjee, can you hear me? Okay, Mr. Garga Chatterjee, may I ask you, the point that was raised by Ms. Roopa Ganguly, I want to ask you, when anybody is hurt in West Bengal, when there is violence, when there are people who die in West Bengal in the name of an election, it's actually people of Bengal who are dying. And who's responsible for this? The administration, the local administration, and law and order. Who is supposed to be responsible?
Hello, can you hear me?
Yes, we can. Go ahead.
Hello. Yeah. So, of course, law and order is completely a state subject. And if you look at the past elections in West Bengal, ever since Mamata Banerjee has come to power, the number of incidents of political violence has come down in West Bengal. The number of deaths in Panchayat elections has come down. Every death is condemnable. In 2000, this year it's 11. Before it was 25, in CPM time it was 31 in 2008, before that it was 50 plus, and in the 90s it used to be 100 plus. So Mamata Banerjee is bettering the situation every time, and I'm sure we will turn it to zero. But since law and order is a state subject, you have in the border districts now BSF, the border security force under the Union Home Ministry. They are meddling into elections working as a BJP agent. From other states, BJP is bringing in goons from Jharkhand. The majority of the people who have actually been killed in the violence are Trinamool workers. Of course, they are Bengalis, they are people of Bengal, but we must not forget who is getting killed. A majority of them are Muslims. You know, these are very stark facts.
Mr. Garga Chatterjee, Mr. Garga Chatterjee, are we going to look at who are being killed are Hindus or Muslims? Is that how statistics are made by state governments?
No, we are only trying to say that the BJP is the primary attacker. in cahoot with the CPM and the Maoists, BJP is the primary attacker. That's what we
Okay,
are saying.
Rupa
Bringing in
Ganguly,
people
respond
from
to that.
Jharkhand and
Rupa
from
Ganguly,
also,
respond to that.
goons from across
Is the
border from
BSF
Bangladesh
that has
with the
been
help of
deployed a BJP agent as alleged by the TMC?
I'll just tell you one thing, one simple reply, that everything which we are referring to, we are seeing it in the television throughout the day, and everything happened in front of the television cameras, and the people who have burnt the ballot boxes, or they have put it in the water, or they have poured water into the ballot boxes. Everything has been, they have been chappa bhot directly in front of the television cameras. So how could they gather so much of courage? It is obvious that they know that administration will not touch them. Today, just a few days back, it's a lot of issues in Bhangor and many in all the districts. We remember Nondigram, 13 people died in one day. Here today it crossed something around 21 to 24. So let's not count numbers, let's not count years, when, who died, how many numbers. If Mamata Banerjee has been always mentioning about Unnayon and she has done so much good, then why the common people also had come on the street? And I just remind you, the Bhangor incident, this Arabul guy got arrested, and everybody in all the newspapers in Bengal covered, oh, we got so surprised, we discovered so many bombs.
Fair enough.
At his
Let me
so,
ask Garga Chatterjee. Garga Chatterjee, my last question
nobody
to you.
Knew
Garga Chatterjee, my last question to you. The TMC has won over 34% of the seats uncontested. Out of the 58,692 seats, 20,076, there was no polling, which means 2 crore of the people did not vote. Is this democracy, Mr. Garga Chatterjee?
If you look at the support proportion of Trinamool, CPM and BJP and break it down, you will exactly get to the number of seats they are contesting right now. From 0.04% of the booths incidences have been reported, 0.04%. This Bengal is burning, and Babul Supriyo now wants a presidential election. And of course, Roopa Ganguly would not want to go to the past, because these massacres in earlier Panchayat elections used to happen under CPM. She was aligned to CPM at that point of time. And she is mentioning Bhangor. Maoists are involved in Bhangor. To what depths will the BJP go just to destabilize development in West Bengal? And they are bringing in the BSF. They are kind of destroying the constitutional order of the country. They are bringing in goons from Jharkhand. They are riot mongering.
Well, Garga Chatterjee and Roopa Ganguly, well, the viewers are watching tonight. It's accusation versus accusation. But what do we see? The visuals on your screen show you the law and order, show you the exercise of democracy, show you that nearly 34% of the polling percentage did not have any polls. Is this democracy? And is ballot an option to EVMs if the ballot boxes have to be picked up and burnt, and if they have water to be poured into them? Think about it. Even as we go across to the polling, 8 hours left for the counting of the Karnataka votes. Is this what we are moving towards in an option to the EVM machines? That's the question you, dear viewers, have to think about. Thank you, Roopa Ganguly and Garga Chatterjee, for joining me on the News Hour tonight. Taking a short break, Anand Narasimhan up next. Don't go away.